Hi, how you doing? I'm Bernie, welcome back, and I wanted to catch you up on all the things I learned setting up my YouTube channel. Welcome to What I've Learned, Episode 1. Okay, before you get even started signing up for your YouTube channel, you got to figure out what it is you're going to say or teach or sell, or what's the message? What is your channel about? I knew I wanted to teach going back a ways, and I didn't know exactly how I was going to do that. I don't know if I was going to book a room at the rec center or something, but I didn't know. And then I decided on this, and once I did that, everything kind of fell into place in that department. So you really need to spend some time and figure out what you want to do, and what you want to talk about. And that's step number one. There's a lot of other little things you're going to have to learn right away. I mean, that's also kind of part of the fun, is figuring things out. But the main thing is, what's the channel about? Okay, so when I first started the idea of getting into making a YouTube channel, I read up a lot, did a lot of research about it. The best advice I got was, whatever you do, however you release your videos on, try to stay consistent. And what I mean by that is, or what they meant by this was, you want to be able to stick to a schedule. Like, say you release a video every month. Well, consistently release a video every month for a year or for however long. Because that way, the people that follow you are going to know that in whatever that time period is, that you're going to have a new video come out. And it's much better to do that than to release 3 videos in a weekend and then nothing for like 3 months. That's way worse. So that's what you want to do. You want to stay consistent with your release schedule. Hey, let's talk about time. You're going to estimate after 1 or 2 videos. You'll have a rough estimate of how long it takes you to make a video, and probably the bulk of your time is going to go to writing scripts and editing the video itself, putting all the pieces together, because that's really how you're going to build this thing. Now, if you're starting off, you could just be holding your camera up and talking into it and then just do some basic editing afterwards. But as you get more into this and you add more pieces to what you want it to look like, understand that that's going to take more time to film and to edit. My rough estimate turned out to be about 8 or 9 hours for 10 minutes. And I feel like that's going to go down as I get better at this. I've only made, this is the 3rd video. I've only made 3 videos. I assume this is going to get better and easier as you go. And it's going to get better and easier for you too. You're going to figure out your flow and you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't work fairly quickly. So don't worry about it and just understand this is a learning curve. Let's talk about scripts. First thing I had to do after I signed up for my YouTube channel was do some research on how to write scripts. Super important. You got to have things like kind of mapped out what you're going to say. Otherwise, you're just stammering and it just doesn't flow. It doesn't work. Okay, 2 things you got to worry about with writing scripts is what you're going to say and what additional things you have to film to kind of put the video together. And if you're just doing live stuff, then maybe that number 2 doesn't really affect you that much, because there's a lot of things you can switch and kind of do in OBS to kind of get around that. But if you're putting a video together, actually editing something together, then you definitely got to worry about what else you have to film. So what I ended up doing was I ended up putting a little checklist above the script that I'm writing for each week, so that I know, okay, did I film this part? Did I film this part? Did I screenshot this? So I know exactly what to put together later on when we go to the editing process. Oh, before I go any further, I just wanted to point out I'm using a different microphone this week. The quick AB on that one, I was going to do a whole video, but I don't think I have enough to do it, is that the overall tone is better, and the output's about the same, but the tone is better, and it is USB instead of the straight XLR cable. So yeah, but definitely less distortion and less overall tone weirdness than the last microphone, and the same price. It was right around $25. So definitely cool. I'll try to link that below and get that going for you. All right, definitely cool. So here we go. Okay, that was a lot of information I gave you, and it's going to take a while to process all that. So go ahead and go back if you missed something. It's a good overview on how to make videos in YouTube. Take your time. You're gonna find your rhythm on how to make videos. It's gonna get easier. The first one is gonna be a little bit weird, especially when you first start filming. There's gonna be some times when you're like, oh wow, I'm not sure I can do this. It all comes easier with practice. So the more you do it, the more you figure things out, and you'll have less time involved in making a video. And that's gonna make things better for you. Anyway, thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.